Happy Friday. Overcoming the obstacles to successful remote working or distributed working. And as I've said, the first three there came out of a McKinsey report, the State of Organisations 2023. The last two I added because I believe that they were fundamentally missing. Yesterday I talked about just hoping it's all going to go back to the way it was and just hanging on to the status quo. And that's probably the biggest obstacle we need to overcome. And we need to have the courage, leaders need to have the courage to accept that we need to relearn. And the last one was apathy over empathy. And a lack of empathy can be described as apathy. And that's the inability to consider how other people feel, the inability to understand the emotional state of other people. And I wrote an article recently that I called erosive empathy that was based on the findings of a survey by EY. And the message was there. The key message coming out of that report was that empathy is at the core of organisational success. And it's critical to organisational success. But a large amount of organisations, employees in organisations, said that it was lip service, that empathy was theatre, that it wasn't real. Organisations were talking about it but not doing it, and that it was inauthentic. And that is a real concern, that if you've got organisations talking about being empathetic but not demonstrating it, that is going to break trust. That's what it will erode, trust between employer and employee. And we need empathy. When you think about what employees have been through over the last 2 to 3 years and are still going through, we need to take that into account. People's lives have changed. People lost people, friends, family due to the pandemic. People moved houses to work in a larger house remotely where they could have a purpose-built office, whatever. Now they're further away from where the office is located. It doesn't make sense for them to commute. We need to be empathetic. We need to understand the needs of individuals and their preferences. And we often talk about empathy, about being able to walk a mile in someone else's shoes. And I've said, you've heard me say this, that's not what it is. It's understanding how that person feels walking in their shoes. Real understanding. And when we have that understanding, we can connect and we can communicate effectively and we can understand. Empathy, core to business success.